And this is a video about success, as I understand it. Okay, so I was having a conversation with a YouTube friend of mine. As it always does, the conversation turned towards YouTube success and how it's achieved. You know, it's funny, I always say the same thing. Those that appeal to the widest audience gain the largest following. What's not present in that statement is the passive-aggressive assertion that the more you make your content appeal to casual viewers, the less valuable it is. I often, in my youth, made the mistake of thinking that I was, in fact, better than other people. I know that comes to you guys as a complete shock. I mean, seriously, take a seat before you faint from pure disbelief. It's true, I did think that, but now, older and considerably balder and less attractive, I think quite differently. Let's take a look at the much derided supply drop opening videos that we see strewn across YouTube channels big and small. Most of the derision I've heard has been from other YouTubers saying it's generic, easy content. Inherent in that statement is the implication that the person making that judgment makes more difficult and original content. That, my friends, is usually a lie. Most content on YouTube is generic. Most people have little more to say than "look at me and love me." It's a fallacy to suggest that views garnered from content like that aren't worthy. The simple fact is the market demands it and those that supply it are rewarded. Now, don't get me wrong, those videos aren't to my taste, neither are many of the people that make them. However, I don't think that my judgment bothers them when they're being flown out to COD events and I'm sitting here playing with my balls. The truth is, the more unique the content you make, the less likely it is to have mass appeal. Notice I said less likely and not impossible. Some people, the lucky bastards, have the wondrous habit of being themselves and also appealing to everybody. Think of them like a cultural Tom Hanks, an everyman that everybody likes despite the fact that he's just being who he is. Is it any wonder then that my channel is smaller than Ali A's? No, it isn't. He appeals to the people that want that content, and there's a lot of them. I wonder sometimes how many people there are that want 3-minute self-indulgent wank fests about the nature of life, or 5-minute clips of a sad old man raging at the video game he's no longer good at. The irony is, the same reason why you might appeal to someone can often be the same reason why you might put another person off. That's why in culture we see less what can be considered maverick artists, and more One Direction types that appeal to every 13-year-old girl. So I guess if you want to make it on YouTube, here's my advice. Never say anything interesting, pander like you've never pandered before, and for the love of God, never let your actual personality show for more than a second. That all sounded a bit bitter then, but it's not. I honestly don't begrudge people their success. After all, sucking that much dick has to be hell on your knees. Later, fags.